What is going on, everybody? Brett here, and we're back playing some more Battle Brothers on the Beast of Exploration DLC Let's Play. Not picking up at all where we left off last time, because I was doing some things off camera, and I was going to bring you guys back in for a surprise, but you know what? I just tipped this epic orc battle into my favor. Today's episode was supposed to be all about the Goblin City, and I was doing some lame grinding off camera, just basically trying to move our company up north to be in a better position, like a staged position, so that we could launch a campaign essentially against the Goblin City and be well provisioned and well rested, well healed, all that good type of stuff. And along the way, I was taking some quests against the Greenskin hordes, and of course it is the Greenskin invasion right now. And in a bar, in an inn, the innkeep mentioned that a company of mercenaries went off to fight some greenskins and never came back. But that the head of the company of mercenaries was wearing a rare piece of armor. So I said, you know what? I'm going to see if that ends up being anything. I'll do it off camera. And so I did. And I did a bunch of lame quests. And I found the place to the east. And I think this is it. It's a huge orc encampment. It had 32 orcs in it. This is where the orc Warlord was slain by Lance, and like triple combat, he absolutely crushed without taking a single hit. It was kind of unbelievable. The game gave us this weird little hill where it's actually not bad. I don't hate fighting in this position because it's kind of like we have steps. Ooh, and I'm bringing you guys in, and of course as soon as I do that, Ramen becomes endangered. He's currently bleeding, but I think we can help him soon. Almost everyone is dead. Most of the orcs have fled in terror. The warlord died. We've been able to successfully... Oh no, that's not where I wanted to move. I didn't want to put him downhill, obviously, but I didn't mind. Let's let Sir Chris and him stand shoulder to shoulder against these returning orc warriors. So these two are still threats because they've decided not to rout. Okay, this one's gone. This is the only one I'm really worried about because he's standing right next to Ramen, who does not have a very high life total currently remaining. I'm going to put a shot on that orc berserker. Every kill we get... Oh, he managed to escape. That's awful. Because the odds are he'll rally and return. Okay, we just need to make sure that we have the initiative to, if not kill this guy, to at least maybe make him rout. Okay. Our dog may be able to get this kill. Okay, it looks like they don't want any more of this fight. Wow. So this fight, I don't know if I mentioned this already, it started with 32 orcs, which I think needless to say is a large number of orcs. Okay, getting some overwhelm on this dude is not bad. If we get this kill, it may trigger this one to want to flee, but not necessary even. We've already made them all want to flee, so that's great. How forward can we move? I don't want to get too aggro. Move here, take this shot. How bad would it have been if we missed and like hit Burnfried? So Lance was certainly MVP here. Our archers and crossbowmen did a ton of work. Hondo also did huge damage with lots of lined up split attacks. Yeah. So he's running all the way out of here, but 32 orcs, guys. There was such an epic fight in the beginning. We opened up by being able to kill, I think before our lines really clashed, I had killed maybe 6 of them. And they were forced to take kind of these weird staggered engagements. This little lip here on the edge of this kind of high ground is where I kept Burnfried and Spearwall. So it really messed them up, them trying to get into our front lines. And then when they had to climb this way and then go around, which left our archers able to shoot them. Gave them essentially an extra turn to shoot before they got into melee. And then this little island here was where we had Lance make his stand. And he was able just to brutalize these dudes all on the side. We did lose, man, was this Maugrim? Maugrim was our most heavily armored war dog, and he'd been around for a while. But he took a lot of hits from orc warriors that probably ended up saving us from losing a brother. So, it's over. We're not going to run them down. So we're supposed to get a legendary piece of armor from this. And let's see if that's the case. Because that would be sweet. Ivar levels. Uncut gems. And white pearls. Did we get anything? And we did. Oh my god. Another wolf hat. Lance, buddy, I know you're in the comment section writing some fun fan fiction right now for our company. And one of the last ones you wrote, or more recent ones you wrote, was about how we had all these ridiculous wolf helmets and how they were like basically the same but different. And we get another one. Unbelievable. We need armor. We need real actual pieces of armor. Like, it's hard to complain because this will be an upgrade for another brother. But it's just like, God, there's so many good pieces of armor in this game that we're just like not getting. So, yeah, we crushed it. It was also pretty close by, which is why I decided to take that fight. But that was intense. And I'm happy I was able to bring you guys in for the end of that. But look at our back line. It's all dudes wearing helmets. So let's see how strong it is compared to, I think Steinhardt has our best one at the moment. So 169 with 6 fatigue, 178 with 8 fatigue. I'm going to value the lower fatigue over the slightly higher armor. And I'm going to give this to, I mean, it doesn't really matter, just an archer. It would either be Egil or Ramen. But since Ramen's injured, I think we need to take Ramen out. Put in Egil. Give Egil that helmet. Oh, wait. Is that... Give Egil that helmet. And... yeah, we can call that good. We have 4 of these things. That's crazy. That may be the strongest one we have, though. 178, 165, 162, and then 169. So, yeah, it's the strongest one we have, but it also has higher fatigue. So... Walter the Spider's Helmet of the Wolf. That sounds like a Diablo-like item drop name. A sturdy metal helmet with attached mail covered with an impressive wolf head. You got it, man. Alright, let's see what we can level up here with Ivar. What does he need? Fatigue, always. And I'd like to get him up to 60 resolve. And yeah, it was his dog that died. Sad day. And we're going to go and visit a town. I guess we don't have anything to give him. Just give him Steezy's dog here. That Great Axe does such huge damage versus orcs. It's kind of like the perfect weapon for them. Okay, where do we go now? So we need to return to Tarsdorf. We were delivering cargo when we stopped at Grafenhaven. Or I think Grafenhaven is where we got the quest from, or was it Simptonburg? Either way, we stopped at Grafenhaven to resupply and sell, I believe. And then I checked the innkeep, and that's when he told me about the rare place to the east. So, I'm super glad we were able to get out of that fight without any losses. And I love fighting orcs. I may even take that fight there, just for more experience. Lots of quests here. But there are unique, I should say, quests or contracts that are related solely to like the orc invasion. Ooh, gotta sneeze. Hold on. And we're going to try and get into some of those in a way that we weren't really able to get into it with the Noble War, just because we were a little bit under-geared for that conflict at the time. Definitely want to get rid of all this meat. We don't need that. We can sell the uncut gems. Okay. Sell off one more of those. I don't think we needed 9. I think we needed 7, but it's hard for me to remember. I'd have to go back and watch it. Nobody's selling another dog. Let's buy some fish. We're at 7 days. 8 days is about where I like to be. Okay. Check the innkeep. Get our guys in some good spirits. Okay. We're not going to waste too much time doing that. But many orc young, let's just skip it. We'll fight plenty of orcs coming up, I'm sure. So, I wanted to launch this campaign here, essentially from Horngard. It's not really the closest. There's really nowhere that's the closest to the Goblin City. But with all of our current crowns, I wanted to check out the armories and weaponsmiths up there to see what kind of stuff they were rocking. I don't want to fight goblins at night. That sounds unfun. And I took this quest just because somebody wants to pay us to relocate. Like, we'll do that all day long. And I'm actually tempted to head down to Wolf's Wall. It's been a while since we've been here. And they have a kennel, and we've lost a lot of dogs. Let's get in there and see. Tarsdorf doesn't have anything for us. Yeah. We'll buy 3 armored war dogs. And another set of tools. And let's go in here and just like reallocate our war dogs. I was fully prepared in that last fight to drop all the dogs. So we just added Lasher. We added Snapper. You sound like reindeer names. And Haze. Alright, cool. We definitely needed that. That's kind of like long overdue for us to get some more war dogs back in our company. Alright, we're going to take these dudes on. They're right outside the city. Traveling is very expensive for us. So if we get a chance to mow down some orcs, we need to just take it. So 12 compared to the 32 we just fought that had a warlord. Should be no problem. Hubris is a dangerous thing in Battle Brothers. Never underestimate the orcs. Their ability to stun lock the ever-living crap out of you and then kill you. But this is really the best way to beat them. Kill as many as you can, as fast as you can. And start their morale to wavering. And of course, that didn't sound very tactical. But basically the idea is that the orcs, for the most part, use lots and lots of unarmored, non-shielded orcs. Or usually orc young, and they send them forward pretty readily. You don't really have to... Let's move Sir Chris here. You don't really have to shoot at hard targets, you know, when you're facing down the initial charge of the orcs. Take all the soft targets you can, kill them, reduce their numbers. One of the keys to my success in that huge battle was the fact that before the lines even met, I had already killed 5 of them. I think like 1 Berserker and 4 Orc Young. And that really screws up their morale. And sometimes it is worth it to take a shot on a routing unit. Sometimes because they'll rally, and with the Orcs in large numbers they usually do. And sometimes it's because they... it'll trigger more morale penalties for guys to watch their buddies die. And for their numbers to shift lower and lower. For the most part, I go for the easy shots, not for like the best shots. Like had I been trying to put all my crossbow fire, let's say, into the orc warlord, it's like, yeah, he's the most efficient target for heavy armor piercing damage, but I save him for last. I focus down the weakest targets first, the berserkers, who are the weakest defensively, but probably the strongest offensively. As long as we're not stunned, we're okay. Sucks to have this orc warrior in melee, but we are okay. Our backliners are heavily armored and can, for the most part, take care of themselves. Let's take a big swing here. Nice. And this dude already doesn't want any. Hondo and Lance doing the big damage. Now we can break a bit of formation. Start beating these guys up. I love Indomitable as a skill. I didn't love it at first, but it has definitely grown on me, and I wish it was something that I had on Hondo as well. So just a little bit of focus fire, a little bit of surrounding after you've killed a lot of orcs, and you'll start to see even the powerful orc warriors don't want to be in the fight anymore. And with no zone of control, we can just freely walk away from them. The only one in any kind of trouble right now is Hondo. And we'll be able to support him in just a second. And don't forget, I mean, we built our squad to handle low morale targets. We're actually very good against that, because we have Fearsome on a lot of our bros. Start putting some damage on this dude here. I think he's the only one still fighting. Let's get in range. Yeah, and you'll see the orcs really suffer from like army-wide morale penalties when they start to die off. And I really like to use dogs as distractions. Every hit that a dog takes that you don't take is just absolutely enormous. Also, the bone platings came up pretty huge. They negated most of the first hits that I took. On all of the targets that I left exposed on my flanks, Lance, Hondo, and Burnfried were certainly my most exposed brothers. And just taking that first heavy hit from an orc warrior and having it do nothing is just great. Let's just pass like that. And that's it. With no zone of control, we can just shoot him point blank. That damage is huge from that great axe. And the dogs help you a lot also with fatigue, with morale. Every time a dog attacks an orc, and they usually get off 2 attacks a turn, they're lowering their fatigue, which orcs can certainly suffer from. They help you get a surround, which increases your chances of hitting. And with them being surrounded, even though it's by a dog, they don't like that at all. So we're going to get a bunch of these head splitters to sell, and the head choppers. A couple extra 100 crowns doesn't hurt. And I think we got a level as well. Who leveled? Okay, that was Giro. Giro is our Polar Master. What does he need? Check his perks. Okay, we definitely want melee attack or melee skill. His resolve is pretty pitiful. And we can look to get him up slightly higher in fatigue, and then we'll just try and get him more offensive. Make sure he misses less. And surprise, surprise, they're having problems with greenskins. What are the prices like here? Not terrible. I'm not going to hold on to this junk. I'll take a look at the quest, but like I said, our idea here is to get north. Where do you want us to go? Defend Tarsdorf from raiding parties. I'm not against that. One of Baron Mattis von Steinwall's commanders meets you outside the door to his room. He hands you a scroll with instructions written on it. Per the report, a large battle east of here ended up with Greenskians taking prisoners. Baron Mattis von Steinwall was interested in getting these men back, but doesn't have soldiers to spare with which to rescue them. The commander crosses his arms. If you wish to negotiate, my liege has delegated me the power to do so. This is a huge... So this is, I think, going to be a unique contract for the Greenskin invasion. And I'm tempted to do this because as cool as the Goblin City is, it's not going anywhere. But if we miss doing these awesome quests for the Greenskins invasion, we won't get to see them again. Search the battle site east of Tarsdorf for clues. Free any prisoners you find. I don't know if I've ever done this. I'm going to accept this contract, guys. Let's do this. It's 4,500 crowns, which makes me think this is going to be incredibly dangerous. And if we're going to be out for a while, we're going to buy more food. We buy some ammo. It's not super cheap here, but that's okay. Alright, well, let's head out. Abandon... You know what? I'm going to save the game as well. If I was playing this on my own, with no one watching me, I would have saved the game probably after that huge battle. You don't beat 32 orcs with a warlord every single day that you play Battle Brothers. So, and I feel like we're still not even near our full potential in this run. This is what's scary, is that it's just about nighttime right now. So Steinhardt the Survivor looks at the battlefield. Damn. You found the remnants of a fight, a bunch of ruined greenskins and men buried together in a twisting, bloody ceremony. Horses stand off to the side, poking their heads at the scene with conflicted, ear-pinning curiosity. They scatter as your men start picking through the scene, looking for clues. You bark an order out. Remember, the greenskins took prisoners. Look for the tracks, men. Search everywhere. Sir Steinhardt the Survivor crouches low to the earth and beckons you over. He points at some impressions on the ground. What do those look like, sir? You see sets of smaller boot prints and much, much smaller footprints. There are also a series of little prints that dote along the side. You point and asses each in turn. Assess each in turn. Asses. Whew. My eyes must be tired. Human, orc, goblin, I say. If we follow these, we may just find our prisoners yet. So let's get moving. So we're following the footprints. And we're expecting to fight a mixed company. We don't want to fight them at night, that's for sure. That negates our entire advantage over these types of units. And I'd really rather not fight them in some sort of annoying forest ambush type battle. Kind of had enough of that when it comes to goblins. Ah, and we have a ton of diverse food in our inventory, as we usually do, and that puts our entire company in a good mood. Awesome. Right before a huge battle, that's a good thing to have. This is it? They're gonna pay us 4,500 crowns to beat this like little nothing group of dudes? Wow. Is this like the exact battle site that I left earlier that had... No, that was down here, wasn't it? Somewhere in here? I think so. Somewhere. I don't know. I feel like we're very close to where I took on that huge party of orcs. Well, let's get in there and start killing orcs. Let me... One sec. Let's make sure I have the right guys. The same crew that killed the huge group. So they should be easily down to do this one. I'm just debating whether or not we want to put Wilhelm in. He does need experience if we're ever going to make him something. But I think we can find easier fights for him. So Wolf Riders basically don't exist. They should not be able to hurt us at all, unless we're fighting down a hill. Oh my god. So we're fighting downhill, and the Wolf Riders are going to tie us down so that we can't move. Talk about miserable. All we really need to do, I think, is get our front line onto the top part of this. Okay, let's step up this way. Make some room. Making room so that we can step up easily. Make a little more room so that our archers can step up if we need them to. It's like, this is what you wanted, guys. You got it. You got it. Good javelin toss. Let's get Lance in there. Lance ain't scared. He's got full support. He doesn't have Lone Wolf, of course. The Wolf Riders have seen probably just about enough. One Wolf Rider in our back lines is not a problem. We want to get rid of this Berserker and this Berserker, and I think we're okay. We'll focus down this Wolf Rider, this Berserker, and this Berserker. And we should be good. I don't like that Sir Varandox is surrounded, but he's got huge armor. Yeah, that was too easy. $63, no. Let's get that kill. Step up. And we can step up again. Alright, big triple surround, big swing. Beautiful. And our guys are just putting on a clinic here. See, but it's not over yet. There's still 3 Orc Young that want to fight. And I'm guessing there's probably some other element to this battle as well. If we're looking for survivors, maybe there's some kind of event to do with that. We have to escort someone back. I don't know, like I said, I've never done this event before. It's pretty cool. The idea of going to rescue people. I don't know if there's going to be in practice any sort of different mechanic or anything like that, but let's get up top of the hill. They did try and make it interesting by screwing us over at the bottom of a hill, though. Ivar's going to take a hit. Yeah, that'll work. That frees us up to run downfield. If it wasn't for the bleeding, we'd be doing great. But this should be it. We're going to run him down just because this is a free kill. If he escapes, we don't care. curious whether or not we could reach him with somebody. He doesn't have a shield, so there may be a chance we could shoot him. Looks like all of our archers are just a bit too out of position. Take an aim shot. He's got decent armor though, so I guess we probably won't be able to kill him. Wow, I don't know what that was, but that's probably going to cost him his life. There we go. Yeah, we get more junk that we can sell, some furs. I mean, all in all, not bad. Any thought the Greenskins had about coming out ahead in that fight have been put to rest. Those savages are quite thoroughly dead. You order the men to start searching through their encampment to try and find the prisoners. It isn't long until Wilhelm the Pimp finds the men huddled underneath a tent. They've been beaten and tortured, but they'll live. A few thank you, and most offers thanks to the gods. Damn deity stealing your thunder yet again. Anyway, your employer, Baron Mattis von Stein, will all be most pleased. Cool. So, I kind of want to take every single, like, orc invasion style quest I see because, first off, I love fighting orcs. I know I've said that a million times. They're, like, my favorite enemy to fight. Second, there's going to be some contracts that even I haven't seen before, you know, despite multiple playthroughs. In kind of the same way that there are... Ooh, Unhold? Yeah, I'll kill Unhold as well. I will kill Unhold. I don't want to do it at night. I don't know exactly where they are. But just like in the Noble War, there were really cool quests like sieges and multiple way battles that you really don't get to experience if you don't take those quests later in the game. And that put us pretty far ahead in terms of crowns just now. Let's get in here and kill some Unhold. On open field, they're really not much challenge for us. The key, as I say in every single time we fight these guys, is to pick one and focus it down really hard. Their regen makes it a necessity. They don't regen as much as I would have thought they would, to be honest. But I'm kind of glad they don't, because I feel like that kind of mechanic could be very obnoxious. And once again, sorry for how loud their game sounds are. I say that every time, too. Their sounds are ridiculously loud. So something I learned pretty recently is that while these Unhold are affected by Spear Wall, the white version with armor are not. So I think we'll pick this one to focus down next. So we're going to get some more bone plating. I think we only needed one more to make another set at a taxidermist, which is great, because I think we're headed towards at least one taxidermist right now. Yeah, and if they take a whole nother turn to engage, we may be able to kill this Unhold as well. When he healed up. That kind of sucks. Let's hold off. If that's the case, we can... Let's put these 4 on this guy. That's enough focus fire, I think. And we could put the rest on this guy. We don't want to step up until after we shoot, though. And then meanwhile, Hondo will just chunk this one down. Could step up here. That shouldn't block any of our fire. Step here. And let's get out that hammer that we paid a lot of money for. Okay, we surrounded it, but that's not really a good thing. because of their crazy AoE punches that they do. Alright, that hurt a little bit. Lance gonna finish the job. So they're in amongst our archers right now, and they're gonna push them back, which is good for us. We may be able to put the nail in the coffin on that dude. Ooh, we're gonna get a nice split. Perfect. Big hit with Ivar. And another one bites the dust. And more bone plating. And we blocked our shot. It's okay. Still get one. And almost dead. Let's see, if we hit him, then that's it. We get some more hide, that's good. Could let us make another armored war dog if we were so inclined. Staggered him. Overwhelm is good. It's dangerous even to put our archers right behind our front line like this, because if he comes like barreling through like they like to do, he could toss Sir Chris over his head, jump in here, punch them back. I mean, surrounding them isn't really the best option. You really want to give them space, but I just think we can kill him before that matters. I hope we can. Okay, let's see. There we go. Alright, so a nice easy little quest for us. We get 3 more giant skull and bones and 2 more unhold hide. Really good items for taxidermy. And we're going to make 1,500 crowns for that, putting us over the 40k mark, which is beautiful before we head to our favorite little area of armorers and weaponsmiths. So more greenskins. It's pretty interesting little dialogue if you want to take a second to read it. So they want us to kill a warlord, I think. They'll pay us 5k. Destroy any greenskin parties and camps to lure out their warlord. Kill the warlord. I mean, I've kind of done that already. We'll see about that. It's not directing us to go anywhere. It's not. So, I don't know if this is like the final mission either. Like, if the game is just like, hey, you know, in the same way that I think the Siege is the last mission for the Noble War. I don't know if luring out and then killing the warlord is the last mission. For the orc invasion. We want to stay here for a second just because of the taxidermist, so let's camp. Just for a little bit. Check there to make sure they don't have some kind of legendary throwing weapons or something for us. And we'll make the bone platings. Perfect. Tempted to make the large quivers. Man, I want more of these Lindworm scale cloaks too. Let's suit up 2 of our war dogs. And I prefer to do it to dogs that don't have any armor, because I feel like I'm wasting some crowns. I could have just bought like some unarmored war dogs and then suited them up. Do we have any unarmored war dogs? We may not. But if we do, it's going to be its birthday. No, I think we lost him. We had a white one, I know, for a while. That I'm pretty sure is now deceased. Do we have stuff to sell? We certainly do. And the prices here are great. We should sell everything we can. And I think I'm going to get rid of this Saleh helmet. And this flat top with mail. And the spiked impaler. They're all good things that are taking up a lot of space in our inventory. We don't need any of that. Buy some more grains. Let's try and get up to 8 days if we can. Still at 7. There we go. We'll buy the world's most expensive tools, some slightly expensive ammo, and call that good. Okay, so let's head to Windfest. That's the first stop on our journey. And I guess we just got to kill a bunch of them. It didn't really give us a number. Okay, greenskins are close. That don't bother me. We can get up on this mountain real quick. Huh. Could also kind of head out here and see if there are any new places that popped up in the wilderness since the last time we were here. Huh, nothing. I would expect to see like a ruined... Ooh. Sunken battlefield. Many ancient legionaries, not scary. Not great, but not scary. It was the honor guard and the priest. We've taken that fight already, almost that identical fight. And it was a pretty terrifying one, but we were able to snipe the priest out with a Hondo split, which was incredibly lucky. That fight could have gone very differently had we not been able to do that. We arrive right at dawn, almost like I planned it that way. Just in time to check out their armory and see what they've got for us. Nothing. A full helm is good. Coat of scales would certainly be an upgrade for someone. We just don't need it. Dang, I was hoping to get something good. Weaponsmith, anything? Anything I can't live without? Nope, not at all. Damn. Let's check here and see if there's any rumors. Nope. Check the marketplace. There's a dog with no armor. It is your lucky day, pup. You are joining the ranks of the prestigious Battle Brothers. Let's go into our inventory and... Who needs a dog? There you go, Steinhardt. And you are going to get a heavily armored war dog Shiv. Very cool. Let's head up to Eichenberg. It's another armorer. And then we're going to head down to Hornsguard, and then from there we'll make our way into the wilderness, probably taking any greenskin fights we see. Yeah, they don't have much. It's a shame. Okay, just check their marketplace just to be safe. And they have a decent price on their trade good. And for food, we don't have any cheese. Or bread. That's fine. Alright, let's go. Hornguard it is, our last chance to get something great. Guys, how stoked are you for the new DLC? Should add some flavor to the snowier climates. I don't know if it's going to be another increase in map size. That would be awesome. They're being raided right now. They don't have anything. Oh my god. We made our way up here for essentially nothing, apparently. That feels pretty bad. can afford to get our men just a little bit drunk. Alright, let's head out from Hornguard and see what kind of fights we can take. You find a man sitting next to a hole in the ground. Beside him is a metal stake. Attached to it is a chain that runs to a hole. Oh my god. I remember this one, guys. Nope. We're good. So that one, if you remember from earlier in the playthrough, is a dude that has managed to stake an Alp to the ground. And I remember getting a pretty negative penalty from it. And I also remember going afterwards and reading it and seeing what would have happened if I had taken the other option. There were two options, and I think they're both bad. Don't like hold me to that, but I think they were not great choices. And we could take this fight here. At least it's a fight we know is here. And it's kind of at least leading us towards where we want to be. Let's go ahead and take it. We don't know who it is. Could be undead. Could be brigands. 15 brigands should not be a problem. Maybe we can get another long axe to add to our collection for when we eventually want to start just mowing down scrats. And Siegfried the Marauder. That's not a unique weapon. That looks like just an arming sword. Love it. They left their archer exposed completely. And we're going to take full advantage and start getting some of these kills. Yeah, I'm glad we took this fight. This is just some free equipment for us, essentially. Some nice high ground you got there. The game did give them all this like brush and stuff that they could run through. That's pretty convenient. It's allowing them to somewhat dodge our missile play. I just needed one of those, I think. So they still have 2 archers left. Yeah, if I can't move and hit at the same time, I don't want to move. We'll spend one more round shooting them. Probably get several more kills. Oh, this poor dude. Alright. So I was worried for a second that the leader would want to run. I hate the long axes just because there's such a good chance that they'll break one of our shields. And the whole thing with our like unique shields is that they're stronger than regular shields. Alright, now you guys are in trouble. We didn't want him to run, because any chance we have of getting great loot from this fight is basically going to come from our ability to kill that guy. The Brigand Raider's doing work. Man, those kite shields though. Ugh. Just the idea of getting hit on the head with like some dude's mythical hammer and having like my brains crushed in sounds pretty awful. And this dude was riposting. I don't think it would have helped him at all against a two-hander if we landed the hit, but we had a nice split to try and put some damage on the leader. Yeah, as long as we can get the leader, I'm cool. It's kind of a lot of, you know, items that'll sell for decent prices. All of these shields and armors and helmets and things. So we want them if we can get them. This should be GG for that dude. And that should be it. And we'll run him down, of course. No point in letting free gold escape. That's an arming sword. That's a couple 100 crowns. Now we got to go through the tedious process of moving every single person until we get a chance to get to the ones that can actually hit them. Take that shot. And here we go. Finish him. And we're good. Come on, cross your fingers for good loot. Just give me some rare something. Black paint. That's kind of cool. We haven't seen paint drop very often. I wish they would maybe increase the rate drops of this so that you didn't have to buy it in town if you didn't want to. Because I'd love to use it and make use of it in my playthrough, but like for such a long time, money was a problem for us because we were trying to expand and grow wide as quickly as possible. But Aerosol has leveled. A little more melee attack. He's our sergeant, so we want to get his resolve. I think 70 is probably a good place to stop. And fatigue he definitely needs. And then Lance here. Go straight to resolve. It's very important that his resolve be as high as it can be. And that his fatigue is exceptional. Do we want to paint something black right now? Onto a helmet. I mean, we have a lot of full helms. One of which is already black. Yeah, why not? Make a bunch of black full helms. I kind of like just the straight steel look. I think that looks pretty cool. So we're super well supplied right now. If we wanted to go and head over to the Goblin City, we could certainly do that. Never mind. I don't want to do that. I don't feel like fighting goblins at night in the forest. Guys, I would just turn off my computer. I would waste an hour of recording. I would just turn it off. Not interested. But we're super close to the city. We have this kind of open-ended contract right now to just try and find orc parties. I think if we just want to do that, we just need to hang around this area. There's multiple giant cities that we could go to, orc places. And there's, as we saw when we were traveling, there were tons of orcs along the roads. So I think if we kill enough of them, the Warlord would come out. I think I have killed the Warlord in my other playthroughs. It's essentially very similar to the 32-man fight that I've already done. I think it's actually easier than that. It's hard to remember. But I don't think we're going to do the Goblin City this episode just because it's so late. Okay. But I could see us doing it at the beginning of the next episode. Interesting. Let's just go over here and kill these greenskins and call that good for today's episode. Wow, it's kind of like they're patrolling. That's pretty cool. Let's just wait a sec. No reason to rush in. We have enough food. Walking through the mountains kind of messed us up a little bit. But maybe we'll get some strange meat from these guys and we can eat it. So I think this will be the last battle of today's episode. And let's look to try and do the Goblin City tomorrow. And then maybe the day after that, we can focus on trying to take down the Orc Warlord. Sorry I kind of brought you guys in a little bit late today. I honestly didn't know how that fight would go. And then when I realized, hey, I'm winning, and I just killed the Warlord, I probably should have been recording this the whole time. Yeah, I really regretted not having, you know, my software going. Okay. Pick off the flanks. Stepping here would expose us to lots of high ground issues, so we'll just stay in there. If anyone can take this, it's probably Sir Chris, but I don't think we need to. We can just step up and shield wall. Step up here. Good throw. There's a lot of DPS on this side of the battlefield. We don't want to underestimate them at all. And while we're very good at killing them, they are also very dangerous. And that stun is the reason why fighting greenskins can be pretty scary sometimes, really no matter what your level. A simple Orc Young with no shield, no nothing, stuns Sir Chris. The next thing you know, we've got, you know, man-splitters behind our front lines. Perfect. Let's get that kill so we can reset with our Berserk and take another. Focus the one that's closest to flanking us. Step in and land a big swing. Routing him was great, because it puts Sir Chris out of any real danger. Wow, we didn't get him. It's crazy. Let's get over here with Burnfried, and we can spear wall. Wow. So Verandox lands both of his hits. Oh, thank God. And Hondo's plating manages to block one of these shots from the chain. So that's very good for us. And we can even move forward here because the only one that's going to be able to engage is this one. He's tied down. This dude off to the side is going to try and flank us without a doubt, and he's going to die for that. That should be death. We don't want to shoot at him because it's an easy kill. And we want to save the reset for someone else that needs it. Alright, Aerosol takes one hard hit. That was brutal. Oh my God. Alright, let's focus this one. He's dead. Put some shots downtown. Hope to hit. A little bit of a delay on my mouse. So we're going to reload, take this shot, and we should be able to step forward. Let's go for the easy kill so we can get the reset on Hondo. I'm also tempted to throw down a dog. Give him something else to try and hit. Damn. Okay, out of ammo. Hammer time. You don't need to Indomitable there. I was about to say, expect the chain to kill the dog. I mean, we basically gave him a perfect target. This one still has an attack, so let's take him out before he gets a chance to do anything. He was having fun until a second ago. You saw he had that red flag out. And then that disappeared. So we lost an armored war dog for this fight. But we picked up... What is this? Oh my god. Sir Dankwart's Striker, a masterfully crafted and somewhat uncommon variant of the sword with a long and thin blade, sharpened only on one side and no crossguard. Can be used both for quick slashes and sweeping strikes. Is this like a legendary war brand, I think? So I'm not sure if it's going to be perfect for Hondo. It's a surefire way to get an Orc Warlord's attention, and the heat is rising. Okay. So that did count towards drawing out the Warlord. So this does 85 to 105 versus, 60 to 90. Chance to hit head. It's just, it's very low fatigue. So I think this is a legendary war brand. I think. Yeah. It's cool. Just less fatigue and way less damage, and it's way less good against armor. Huh. Sadly, I don't think we can use this on anyone. I might hold on to it just because I hate selling stuff like that. But, yeah, that kind of sucks. We got a cool thing, but it's a little too late in the game, I think, to make use of it. But anyway, let's get out of the mountains before we eat all of our food and die. Camp of 1,000 arrows. That's not where we want to be. Dang, I thought for a second we had gotten a legendary weapon for Hondo, which is something I've been wanting really bad. So I'm going to save the game here and leave you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger. Sorry about that, but tomorrow, look forward to it. We are going to knock out the Goblin City, or at least try to. I don't know how many of them have supposedly left the city thanks to our efforts. And I don't know, it would be super cool if when we get into the fight, there's like a mysterious human, Goblin Slayer off to the side, the guy who helped us with the quest, and he's just like on the battlefield as a badass killing goblins helping us. That would be awesome. I doubt it though, but that would be cool. Anyway guys, once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. Instead of asking for subscribers at the end of today's video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. In the last just like few weeks, I've jumped from like 70 subscribers to almost like 85 or something at the moment. So like 15 subscribers, almost like a subscriber a day it feels like. And that's absolutely huge for me. I know a lot of it is from this series. So I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed, everyone who comments in the comment sections. Not gonna give any super special shout outs, but a lot of you guys know who you are. We talk or you leave a message every day and I really appreciate it. Some of you add flavor to the campaign, some of you add advice and tactics, some of you share your experiences, and that's exactly what I'm looking for on my channel. I don't want it to just be all about me and what I think and what I want to talk about. I like hearing what you guys think, how you play the game. In my mind, me making this channel was a way to almost make friends in a way, and me just talking into the internet is not doing that. So I'm way more interested in interacting with you guys and talking about stuff and getting into the game than I am just playing the game. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you're thinking about commenting and you're like, no one cares, I care. So if you comment, you got something you want to say, it's about the game, it's cool, I will read it, guys. So yeah, anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Look forward to the Goblin City fight. Rule Gaziks, we're going to take it down. Oh, fingers crossed we don't just get wiped. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Take it easy.